Hi Gemini, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read is your November 2021. It is a general read and it is for the entirety of the collective, meaning anybody that has Gemini anywhere in their chart, this message is for you. It may or may not be your message, and it may also be the message for the person sitting next to you that has Gemini. My whole intent and purpose is to get the message to come home and sit home for you, so it is your message. Not always will that do that though, so please keep all that in mind. I would also like to give you a heads up that sometimes Spirit likes to throw in, if this is in regards to interacting with an individual, that it will flip-flop back and forth. So I do ask that you pay close attention to that. Be aware, apply it where it's appropriate, but I do ask that you do not force message to fit your situation. Okay, as you can see, I have the majority of the cards down. This is week 1, 2, 3, and 4 for November 2021. And this is, of course, the overall energy, what we have. That way you can follow along as I'm doing the reads. Okay. If the message does not fit, if you do not ring it in with this message and it doesn't sit good with you, I definitely encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiac signs. And please do not disregard the non-mentioned or unmentioned zodiacs. We always pay attention to the sun, moon, rising, and Venus, but we don't always pay attention to the ones that, the other energies that you're born under as well. Example, Chiron and Lilith, so on and so forth. There's all different zodiacs that you're born under that also play an effect in your energy. So I definitely encourage you to go observe those as well. But it is completely up to you what you choose to do. So before we begin, I would like to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Gemini in opening their eyes to see, their ears to hear, their heart to feel, and their intuition to discern this message that they are about to receive. So for our overall energy, we have the Four of Cups. There's some disappointment here. Some unhappiness, maybe a lost opportunity, missed out on something, or we denied something. We'll find out as we do some clarification, which of course I save clarification and messages and guidance for when you arrived. First week we have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So this message can go either way. We'll find out as we do some clarification. We have what is your support, what your support is, what makes you happy, is either clinging on to their pennies and not helping out. They're holding back their emotions, or they're clinging to a situation. We'll find as we do some clarification, of course. The second week we have the Knight of Wands, a very passionate individual that normally comes flying in, says a lot of passionate things, and then goes flying out just as fast. And it can also be referring to picking up and moving. Again, we'll find out as we get there to clarify. For the third week, Gemini, I love the air signs. You guys always have so much to say. For the third week, we have the Eight of Cups, the Fool, and the Wheel. And then this came out separate by itself, the Seven of Swords. Quite literally, those three fell, and then that one flopped out by itself. It came out tacking behind everything. So we're walking away from taking a chance on changing things. And Seven of Swords, looking at the entirety of the perspective and reevaluating it. Okay, and for the fourth week, we have the Nine of Wands. Feeling pretty beat down, still trudging through the muck and the mud, not afraid to keep pushing through. However, definitely feeling pretty worn down and beat down in regards to the overall situation. And then these fell out, of course, behind the Knight of Wands. We have the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Ace of Swords. So there's some understanding that there needs to be an evaluation of whether or not this is worth your time and if it will fulfill your wishes. so that you can then have a new beginning with truth and honesty being involved. Yeah, that could be heavily weighing. For the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Not feeling like we're really in the best of situations. Can be financial situation, but it's more just not feeling like we're up to par, you know. So let's do some clarification to find out what we have here. First, we're going to do some clarification on the Four of Cups. Please clarify the Four of Cups and this is how it fell in my lap. And we have the King of Swords almost in reverse here. Actually, it is in reverse, and we're coming out of being in reverse, but we're still in reverse. So there was some manipulation, maybe some lies going on, some deceit is what I was just told. There may have been an argument about your future. You have the King of Cups, any water sign, but it's mainly Cancer is what it addresses. Looking at the past in regards to stability in the situation, and there was definitely some disputes and disagreements in regards to the way things should turn out. All right, so let's do the first week here. Please clarify Ten of Cups and Four of Pentacles. Okay. They were trying to take a dive, and I caught them before they went. We got the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Oh, that's always a tongue tie. You got to be very careful in saying those. Knight of Swords and Nine of Swords. So moving swiftly towards being a little anxious. So your Ten of Cups is feeling anxious and holding back from something. Queen of Cups. And mind you, that is a match that just came out. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So there's an emotional match there. They're not on the table, but they did poke their heads out to say, hey, we're here. And this is, a sharing, caring, loving individual opening up their heart and giving freely. So, yeah, the Queen of Cups is either being pretty guarded right now, definitely taking a stand and trying to figure some situations out on how to fulfill their own wishes. May very well be referring to you, may be referring to the other individual. Again, please be sure to apply it where it's appropriate. So let's go look at the second week of November 2021. Please clarify Knight of Wands. Please clarify Knight of Wands for Gemini, November 2021. Whoa. And a lot falls out as usual. You Gemini, you guys love to talk. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the World. So we're working on this feeling out of sorts and trying to find some balance so that you can then begin fresh and new. And that is what you're moving towards. The balance is in regards to, it could be a relationship and your career, your kids and your partner, whatever it is, trying to find that balance so that you can have a new cycle and start fresh and everything be good, and nobody feels neglected. So you're working on trying to figure out how to come out of that, how to have some balance in regards to that situation. And you're looking at all the different options. There's that King of Cups again with that Six of Cups. Definitely looking at the past, trying to learn from it so you can then make a decision on how to have stability. Four of Wands. All right, so let's move on and do some clarification in regards to the Eight of Cups, the Fool, the Wheel, and the Seven of Swords. Well, okay, anything else? Yeah, well, that's pretty obvious. There's definitely some confusion in this, and Seven of Swords, trying to look at what method is best, but you're not announcing that. You're not letting anybody know what you're doing. You're being very quiet about it, but you're definitely, in your head, not knowing which direction to go. And this is definitely the third week of November for you, so please keep that in mind. You're wanting to walk away, avoid this opportunity, but you're looking at the entirety of the perspective to see what to do, and you just don't know what to do. You're in your head and just not able to see the best path right now on the third week. So let's go look at the fourth week for you. Clarified, 9 of Wands, Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and Ace of Swords for Gemini, please. November 2021. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Please clarify the 9 of Wands, Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and Ace of Swords for Gemini, November 2021, please. See if I can do it one more time. And there we go, Ace of Cups. Fulfilling your own emotional cup, making it fill up and overflow. Yeah, trying to figure out how to make yourself happy, which is that new beginning, fulfilling your own wishes, and turning that wheel and moving towards your calling or your destiny or what's meant for you. All right. Well, overall, it's a pretty good read for you. I'm just doing a lot of thinking and trying to figure out how to get around this situation so you can have fresh and new and definitely happiness. Well, let's see if we can get some guidance, maybe some messages for you in regards to the spread. Guidance and messages for Gemini, November 2021, please. Guidance and messages for Gemini, November 2021. 9 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. So the message is you're feeling rather beat down in regards to attaining your forever after, having a hard time achieving it. Well, we have the Queen of Pentacles here and the Queen of Swords with the King of Swords. Wow, nice. And then the Ace of Pentacles. So that is 2 matches that we had come out, the King of Cups, and now we have the Queen. King and Queen of Cups. It's not a full match because they're not on the table, but there's definitely a match in the works here. So the Queen of Pentacles, you yourself are wanting to be, self-sufficient and stable, and definitely an emotional support. And then we have this wonderful match here, the Queen and King of Swords, which both are unemotionally attached, and she has her back to him. So there's definitely a division or feeling separate from. And he is there. He's focused. He's being analytical, looking at the whole perspective. But she's kind of looking elsewhere, not wanting to see things. But truth needs to be brought forward so that you can create a new abundance, something stable. Even though you feel pretty overwhelmed right now, and like you're treading into things that may not lead to good. You're going to move towards your attaining your wish. Just maintain that belief that you will succeed, and you'll move swiftly towards it. All right, those are your messages for today. All right, Gemini, let's look and see what kind of energies we have in here, huh? I only do the majors, not the minors, so please keep that in mind. The more majors you have, the more the divine and the universe are at work for you, taking your hand and guiding you down that path to make you happy as per your requests. The more minors you have, it is a decision that needs to be made on your part. So please keep that in mind. They're just waiting for you to make that decision so that then they can go to work for you and make you put that path in front of you so that you can step forward and be happy. So we have Sagittarius and Aquarius out here. Capricorn, Taurus, and that is as far as the energies go. So I would say it's about 1/4. So you definitely have some obviously, you have some things that need to be looked at, reviewed, so that you can then make a decision and become a little more clear on what you wish to move toward, so that you can then make yourself happy. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You know, truth and love. Those are very big things in there. And a new cycle with the world. All right. So, Gemini, with this being your read, I pray that it has found who it needed to find. And it assisted you in opening your eyes to see, your ears to hear, your heart to feel, and your intuition to discern this message that's came through. May it assist you and enable you in being able to make the best possible choices for you in your own personal life path. I do look forward to seeing what next week brings forward. I believe it is your current energies to see what Spirit has to say for you then. And until then, may all your choices be very, very blessed.